Alright guys, hopefully we're actually live now. Apologies for all the delay. I'm not sure what the issue was there with the stream not working because it was letting me go live on my end. Normally if it's not going to work it doesn't let you go live. No idea what was up. But yeah, we're finally ready to get into the game. Everyone's on the server. And we have Ro8 up against Fragsters to start it off. This should be so fun. Black colour stream, so nice. That threw me off a little bit. What do you mean black colour? I don't get what you mean. Oh, because oh yeah, I presume it's not live on your end yet. There is a 40-second delay. But anyway, we're into the action. Inferno, I think, should be a pretty interesting game. I honestly think the VO went pretty well for Fragsters. They have a good opportunity, I think, here on Inferno and also on Mirage to maybe, not Mirage, rather Train to try and find the wins. Mirage definitely going to be a struggle, so I think if Fragsters do find this upset, it will have to be 2-1. But we'll see. This should be a good game indeed. No defuse kit for Ro8, interestingly enough, in this pistol. And as we can see, Fragsters right now just all grouped up over towards Banana. Ready to try and take this B-bomb site. They have the XQ prepared on Torben and also Dragonfly, who's going on their Ghoul's Medin for some reason. Here we go. XQ commencing. 3 players already on this B-bomb site, ready to hold it down. And let's see how successful Fragsters are going to be actually trying to find these openings that they're looking for. The smoke's being down at least. It does isolate that one player off towards the back of the bomb site. That is Kirby. He's going to have a tough time to try and hold it down unless he can get the assistance that he needs. MSL gets 1. Kirby and AZ are going to give him the assistance to just clean this one up. And suddenly Bubsky, all that remains. A little bit awkward for Kirby to close it out, but eventually finds it. And it is indeed a quick pistol round going in favour of Ro8. Able to just hold that one down perfectly. Sadly, I think Fragsters just took a little bit too long to push in there. By the time they actually made their way into the pit, the CT smoke was already beginning to fade away. And of course that gave MSL a bit of an opportunity since no one was watching it. You need me to turn up my mic? Okay. Let me know if that's better, guys. Turn off this nerd's mic? Wow. That is me. I'm Dean. That's rude. It's probably too loud now because I thought you were telling me to turn it up. But anyway, Bubsky already eliminated from this round and a lot of damage being done onto Torben and Dragonfly. Obviously went for the force bite, not being able to find the bomb plant. And for now, at least, just kind of splitting up across the map, waiting to see if Ro8 get aggressive anywhere. See if they'll be gifted any weapons. Match start now. Yeah, the match is indeed live. 40 seconds here on the stream, so it'll be a little while before I actually get to respond to your messages. Nice shot from Stavin. Surprisingly, MSL being basically alone pushed up on mid there. Didn't have the opportunity for really any of his teammates to try and give him any help. So gets 1. That's all he's allowed. There is another player alive in the pit, being Nico, rocking the new MP5, showing us what he can get done. As suddenly this round is left all on the Dragonfly. MP5, it's a fun gun to use. I don't think they realize Dragonfly's in Graveyard right now. That could be dangerous. Yeah, he gets himself 1. Making this round costly, at least dropping the weapons out of the hands of Ro8. As I think they should be able to retrieve 1 or 2 of those rifles. Yeah, 1 M4 being picked up by AZ, but good damage. There's a little bit of a buzz sound, is there? I can't hear myself. Well, not that much. I can hear myself a little bit, but I don't hear a buzzing sound. I feel like the buzzing sound might have started when I turned up my mic a moment ago, but now I can't hear the sound to know if I don't put it too low or something, so I need to be careful. Here we go, Kirby. Just going to push straight down Banana up against the full eco. Wants as much money as he can possibly get. MSL as well. Surprised he didn't actually go for a little bit of a wider peek there, but from short instead to help his teammate. Doesn't seem to be needed. AZ gets 3. Fresh left all alone, gets 1 kill. Not really gonna matter. Only an MP9, of course, so not a lot of damage being connected in this round. As Refresh hoping to maybe try and get a couple kills with his MP9. The more money he can find, the better. Not really gonna get much done though. Completely sandwiched in towards Banana. As you can see, Ro8 not even letting up on the pre-fires, just spamming through the smoke. And finally, Refresh will be finished off. Yeah, the MP5 is available in tournaments. It's only disabled in the Valve matchmaking. That was, I think it's actually enabled on all servers by default. Valve just have it disabled on matchmaking, so I I understand it's not really an OP weapon by any means. Statistically, it is just a downgrade to the MP7. But here we go. The first gun round is live. Nart going to be just sticking onto all the rifles. MSL on a FAMAS. And over on the Fragsters side, they have everything they can want. And the up onto Dragonfly, that's what I'm looking forward to seeing. What can he get done with that one? It'll be very difficult to utilize on the B side of Inferno. And already, after trying to go for that initial banana control, Fragsters have taken quite a lot of damage on towards Bubsky and Torben as well, not escaping with full health. As it's a slow enough round from Fragsters. They've been able to find quite a lot of control already due to how passive the setup is from Nort. Giving up banana almost completely for free. Of course, making sure they did damage up a couple players in the process. And a pretty passive setup over towards A as well. You can see once again just a single player on long, one on the site and one in the pit. As Fragsters already, surprisingly, just going to group up straight over towards B. Just under a minute left on the clock. Smokes are looking to go down. Kirby actually going to rotate away. This could be dangerous. They're going to hear him running away, and now I think they're definitely going to commit off the back of this one. As we can see, AZ all alone on this bomb site is going to have a very difficult time to try and actually hold it down. Luckily enough, Kirby now beginning to come back, but if he doesn't manage to stay alive for a few seconds, get a kill or two out of this one, it could be awkward. There we go, AZ gets the first. The Molotov is down. It stops Fragsters from being able to push in for at least just a couple of seconds. And when they finally begin to do so already, Valda has also got himself in position. Smash through works perfectly with the assistance from the Molotov. He burns Torben alive. And this round is over. There's nothing that can be done for Fragsters anymore. They're going to have to attempt to try and save. Hope is just to carry over these three weapons, which I think they should be allowed to do, although we do see MSL looking to try and hunt it down. All these Fragsters players need to make sure they stay alive. Don't want to die after time. That would be horrible for their economy. MSL on the up, okay. Throwback. Been a while since we've seen MSL pick this up, but he actually opens up the round. Takes down Dragonfly, the op that was saved over from the previous one, already taken out of the hands of Dragonfly. Probably will be retrieved by someone. Bubsky trying to pressure towards Banana. Sadly, Nart had a good setup. Kirby had that flash ready to ensure that once someone did peek in towards Banana, they'd be blinded up. And it was really just AZ trying to play for info. Oh, again, these flashes are so well used right now by Nart. As it's a 5-on-3. Fragsters just getting taken down one by one at the moment, as they're not really finding much success at all. At this point, they may just want to group up, see if they can at least find that bomb plant. Full loss bonus, of course, coming into the next round. They will get the $3,400. That means if they can find the bomb plant, they will actually get a full buy. So ideally, they do need to manage to get that bomb down. Looks like they're going to group up towards A. And if they get that one player in the pit, if they take down Nico quickly, there is definitely a chance for them to get that bomb planted at least, because as we can see, oh, Nico needs to be careful, but it's only Stavin who remains, and sadly the bomb's being dropped. They tried to actually wrap that around long. So this round likely over. Stavin, can he take anyone with him to the grave? Gets one. Oh, expects Valda short as well. That's a second. Of course, it's not possible to retrieve the bomb. Too far away with very little time. And he needs to make sure he stays alive as well. He is coming pretty close towards Kirby, but I don't think Kirby's going to try and actually hunt that one down. So there we have it, 5-0. A very quick start from Nart as they claim the pistol and the first gun round. And without the bomb plant coming in, Fragster's probably just going to have to go for some pistols and Kevlar in this one. Only 994 rounds to go. Yeah, this is a special format for Counter-Strike. We play 999 rounds. Nah, I'm only messing. It's played on ASEA servers, I'm pretty sure. And for some reason, the ASEA servers have 999 rounds. Because they do like the auto swap at halftime and stuff. That's all done on their system, I think. someone said 16-0 incoming. If you say it, it doesn't happen. That's everyone knows that's how it works. So we've all jinxed it now. I read your message that jinxed it even more than you just writing your message. Let's have a look at the scoreboard quickly. Torben actually yet to find himself a frag, surprisingly. 0-0-5. Over on the north side, Kirby and AZ have been doing a really good job at just locking it down over towards B. So let's see, Fragsters. As I said, just Pistols and Kevlar into this one, sadly, since not being able to find themselves. Any sort of bomb plant in the round. Good work by Valde, just spamming through the smoke, takes down Dragonfly. He hasn't had the greatest couple of rounds, really, has he? He was immediately taken down in that previous round there as well when he peeked in towards mid. The up battle didn't go in his favor. This time, didn't even get to see his opponent. Just immediately taken out around. And it's going to be mostly up to Stavin now with this AK, of course, that he saved over to try and get some damage done. At this point, the economy of North beginning to build up a small amount. It's not amazing, but they have built up some money. And if they can try to keep everyone alive in this round, that would be perfect. Valde lines them up. And surprisingly, doesn't find the 1 kill I was expecting him to get, which was onto Stavin. Leaves him all alone. Was traded back, and then he ends up going down. So it is 6-0 Fragsters now. The buy is going to be back out. Dragonfly not going to get the op, though. But, of course, Inferno, the T side, you don't really need the op to work with in this. On this map, rather. They can be very difficult to actually work the open and frags with that weapon. Why did Dragonfly go for a deagle and full nades? He could have got an AK. Could have got some nades as well, but I guess they have a set plan coming into this round, so I'd expect him to execute of some form since he so heavily prioritized that utility over the weapon. But let's see. Pretty aggressive stance right now from Nord. Two players pushed up on mid. MSL with the op just peeking in towards second mid with Valde there to cover. Damage being done. But Valde is going to be able to successfully protect his teammate and surprisingly hangs around and gets himself a hat-trick in the process. Was expecting him to fall back there alongside MSL, who does eventually go down, speaking of. But it's 3-on-2, so they'll be happy with being able to get themselves the one-man advantage. And now Refresh is all alone. Bubsky was taken down by Kirby, so 1v3. Weiler gets the first kill, but sadly takes a lot of damage in the process, down to 19 health. Makes things extremely difficult. I saw someone saying something about the stream. Is this the choppy stream? Or were you talking about the other stream? I'd be surprised if the A stream was choppy, because they're doing that from the studios. I'm just doing this from home. Run on my own PC, etc. But Refresh. Let's see if he can pull this off. It's not going to happen, sadly. As Kirby was ready for him. 7-0. Oh, 007 from Torben, boys. Panorama UI does not show his name for some reason on the side for the first few seconds. 007. Not ideal, but it's still early days. It is a best of 3, as I said. Obviously, though, worth noting that this is the map choice of Fragsters. We've seen North pick Mirage, which I think they are going to be heavily favoured on. As I said, coming into this game, if we wanted to see Fragsters have a chance to win out this best of 3, Inferno and then Train, I think, were the most important maps. I didn't see them getting the victory on Mirage. I was saying it'd have to be a 2-1. And right now, just not looking good for them. If North take it here on Inferno, I think they probably will just run away with Mirage. But who knows? Looking really good for them right now anyway. The Danish Derby. A has constant problem. That's surprising because they're doing that from the studios over in Poland, I believe. 999 rounds. Yeah, it's the first team to win 999 rounds that qualifies for Chicago. Full kappa. Here we go. Fragsters. Can they live up to their name and finally get these kills on B? Again, just loads of damage being done through the smoke. Unlucky. Kirby going to have likely a pretty easy time here. Surprisingly, only gets 2. That gives an AK over to Dragonfly, who sadly was only able to find himself a single frag as well before going down. So, Stavin alongside Refresh. Sadly, Stavin gets spotted as he just emerges from the smoke, and that round's closed out 8-0. North halfway there to the finish line already, and that's without even conceding a single round. So if Kirby is on North, who replaced him on Astralis, Magisk did. That was quite a long time ago at this point. Can't even remember how long ago that was. But Astralis have been really good since that happened. Someone just said no upper on North. They don't technically have a primary upper, that's the thing, because they did just remove Mertz. They, well, they subbed him out for a while, brought in Mixwell, and then they traded him for Nico. So MSL is the one that's now picking up the up. Not really a primary upper, but he can make it work. He likes playing a more of an aggressive style. Plays it for info, so even if he doesn't find the frags, he still finds something useful to call for his team. But in this round, at least, as he tried to peek into Banana, he did go down. So it's a 4v4. And this is the best it's looked for the Fragster side, I would say, as of yet. Refresh. In towards the apartments, needs to be very cautious of Valde, who I don't think has been pushed up into this position before, so may be able to catch someone off guard. Oh no, Valde gets the bomb in the process there. Good trade at least being brought in. So, a minute remaining. Fragsters now. They are just looking to try and commit straight on towards A, and as we can see, only one player on this side of the map to try and hold it down, and towards the pit it is Nico. Gets the first. Looking to just try and stay alive at least time for the Ro8 to come in, but sadly no Molotov being available. He is forced into the open. And it's all on Refresh. AZ, perfect play around the smoke. Able to go ahead and elevate himself up on top of the little moped. And again, no bomb plant coming in for Fragsters. Without it this time, they can at least buy. Torben 009, still yet to frag. Danish derby? Yeah, it's the most commonly said thing ever. That's why I went with it. An MP5 and a Galil for the buy this time from Fragster. Lubsky gets one with the MP5. That was close. If he had a bit of assistance from his team right there, he may have been able to get the trade in quickly onto AZ. Sadly, none of his teammates were close by, so it is just a 1-for-1 early on. But I think Fragster should be pretty happy with that. When you're on the T side, you'll always be happy with a 1-for-1, and also he knows that he was able to tag AZ up quite heavily. It's actually going to be AZ as well who takes the off now, and strangely enough being trusted to solo the B-bomb site. And as we can see, Fragster's already beginning to advance. They've made their way on towards A. The smokes are down. And they should be pretty easily able to find this bomb plant here. He has been spotted on that boost. And of course, Nico, he's been spammed down as well, knowing that a teammate had to be below him. Bomb being planted. And Fragster's looking to finally try and get themselves around. Can they make it happen? It looks like they will indeed be able to do so, because I believe North are already going to begin to save. Surprisingly, Nico has already backed off over towards B. Valde being the only one who's really on this A side of the map anymore. And they're going to be happy enough to just concede this one round. Left Fragsters on the board. It's a bit surprising since their money is pretty good. They maybe could have tried to get a couple of eggs to frags so they could try and put themselves in a position to reset the economy of Fragsters. If they win this next round anyway, it will still be pretty solid. You can see Valde did hang around to try and get himself a kill. I believe he only had an M4, if I remember correctly. Oh, he actually got an... I think he had an AK. I thought he had an M4, and that's why he was going for the exits, because Nico had an AK, AZ had an op, of course. Didn't want to lose those weapons. But here we go. Double op setup for North. This is surprising. I wasn't expecting this for a team that doesn't really have a primary opper, and also on Inferno. Sure, you can rock the double op setup pretty often on this map, but you don't really need to. You can easily make it work with the rifles, so that's why I was expecting them to just go for that, since it is what you would expect of this lineup with the players that they have. But let's see, Fragsters, once again, focusing early on towards that banana control, and we did see North with a quick 4-man stack towards B early on. Haven't really tried to go too aggressive with it, and as we can see already, of course, have rotated 2 players back around towards A. Lubsky needs to be cautious, pushing in towards B on his own. As we can see, at least the player was also ready up on that boost in CT. Got a bit of damage at least. Yeah, as someone said, rip the 16-0 dream for Nort. Can they find the reset here? That is the main question. If they can completely break the economy of Fragsters in this position, reset that loss bonus, they will still be in a prime position to this incredible half. Oh, MSL. He's straight into the crosshair. Torben, who's looking to try and finally get that kill. Wasn't able to capitalize on towards MSL, but he done a lot of damage. That gives them the opportunity now to begin to push forward. 2 players on the A-bomb site. This is going to be a tremendously difficult hold for MSL and Nico, as already MSL does fall. And the commitment is going to indeed begin, as we see North just being cleared up right now. Fragsters finally beginning to find these frags. Valda and AZ, all that remains, and I think once again just going to opt to back off and save. As we can see, AZ never even bothered to leave that B-bomb site, so saving the up, he'll be able to drop over some rifles. They will find another buy into this next round. For Fragsters, they are actually beginning to diminish that economy now. As we can see, after they invest into this next round, they should be sitting pretty low on money, so a good opportunity for Fragsters to recover this half. If they can somehow find 6 rounds, that would be pretty spectacular, all things considered. It's a good enough T-side on Inferno no matter what, but when you look at the context of the fact that it was 9-0 to North, they would be very happy if they can find this. And most importantly, of course, Fragsters, the previous round they lived with 4 players, and in this one, looks like they will be able to keep all 5 alive to build up a bit of economy. I think the 2 players in trouble. It was actually Stabs who died. Okay. What is the map score? This is only the first map. This is the first map which was chosen by Fragsters. Up next is Mirage, which is of course the map choice of North, and if needed, Train will be the decider. But here we go. Final buy for North before they may actually be forced down to an eco after having that 9-0 lead. Very similar early on into this round as always, Bubsky being the one who usually tries to get that early control towards Banana. Surprisingly, not a lot of damage being done, but North going to get aggressive. Train being found by AZ to spam through the smoke to finish off Torben, and he is allowed to escape back towards safety. 15 HP, just barely hanging on for life, but with a man advantage now, North will be very happy with what they were able to find early on. Oh, peek that MSL, that could be very dangerous, but smoke just goes down instead. And as we can see, Fragsters once again grouping up to try and hit this A-bomb site. Nico's been playing in the pit basically every round, surprisingly. This time I swapped it up a small amount, playing under balcony instead. Fragsters need to get a move on. Seconds remaining. But eventually gets himself 1 kill. A bit of assistance from Dragonfly, and AZ is very low on health right beside this site. If he gets taken down, the round could fall apart. Cell has been spotted on the flank as well. As it's all onto AZ basically on this bomb site right now. Gets the first. Dragonfly going to be creeping up through short. Has the AWP, of course. Could fall back to the pistol, but I don't think he realized that AZ was low. And sadly with that, he does stick onto the op, which allows for AZ to clean it up. A 4K for him. Currently sitting at 15-2 on the scoreboard. Followed by Valda, who also has 15 frags, but a lot more deaths. So Vercaster can read the chat. Why are the casters from the A stream not monitoring the chat? Because I'm at home. I'm in my own house back in Ireland. The A streamcasters are over in Poland in the studio, so they don't really have access to the chat. They just have all the stream stuff up on their on the screens. Oh, what is the auto director done? Very strange. But yeah, AZ playing spectacularly. It's good to see because, of course, he kind of struggled. He was struggling for a long time. That's really the only way to put it. Dropped off from the form that we knew. I think the last time we had seen him kind of playing on this level was when he previously played with Kirby all the way back in Dignitas. So it's good to see again. As Fragsters, I said they at least had a couple of buy rounds when they won them. They've done so fairly cleanly. It allows them to get another buy into this round. But they lose this one, then they're down to an eco. 2 players early on pushing towards Banana. Good work by Bubsky to actually find 2 kills out of that one. As A quick 2-for-2 trade comes in. Valde cautious. I don't know how he managed to actually live through that one right there. Honestly thought he was going to get dropped. Didn't seem like he was very cautious of mid at all. Surprisingly, the peak didn't come in immediately, so it is a Stavin and refresh now. Left to try and save this round. And they have 1 minute and 5 seconds to make the decision about where they want to go to try and do it. Is it online or LAN? This is online. This is just the qualifiers for the LAN. They've really been favouring towards A these past few rounds. Suppose it's worked 2 out of 3 times for them. Stavin. Oh, this could be dangerous. You see the peak coming in on long. Valde needs to be cautious. May call for a flash off of Nico, and that's exactly what happens, but it doesn't matter. Refresh was ready. Playing anti-flash, and now Nico in the pit again. The position he's played basically every single round. Fragsters are definitely going to be aware of this one, or at least cautious of this position. Refresh into the graveyard. Free kill. And suddenly MSL is left all alone. And with enough, I don't know if he really wants anything to do with this round. May just consider saving if he doesn't find the kill almost immediately. With that smoke going down, I don't think he's really going to be given any other options other than to run away. Who's Guldsmedden? Guldsmedden is Dragonfly. I don't know why he's gone under the name Guldsmedden. He even has it on his profile. I presumed it was Dragonfly, but I went on his profile just to make sure that it was. And yeah, he is Guldsmedden, aka Dragonfly. So I don't know if he's like changed his nickname or if that's just a bit of a joke, because I have no idea what that means, of course. Maybe someone who's Danish can translate for us. Here we go though. Fragsters can actually manage to turn this into 5 rounds right now. As we can see, of course, Nord saved in that previous round. MSL did. They spend everything they can, but it's not optimal. A couple of M4s, an MP5, and a CZ. And the opportunity here for Fragsters to actually try and break their economy for the final round and a half. And already Dragonfly does open it up. I think that may be the first off pick we've seen him being able to find to actually start the rounds off. Nico though aggressing on this MP5. Silenced SMG. As a man advantage goes in favor of Nord. Stavin as well, brought down to 7 health, has just been pushed down. Didn't expect Valde to continue aggressing through the apartments. This is just very hectic right now. B eventually going to fall under the control of Fragsters, but a man advantage for Nord. As the bomb is also yet to be planted, and the rotate has been allowed as they get themselves into positions. Oh, that's what it used to be called before going pro. Thank you. And it just means Dragonfly in Danish. Let's go. So here we go. Retake going to be commencing. No Defuse. Actually, Valde has picked one up, so never mind. They have a lot more time to work with than I thought. And Guldsmedden, aka Dragonfly, he goes down. Valde picks up both kills on the retake. I feel like, oh, director hates me. I'm trying to observe at the same time as casting, and it's very difficult. Are all of you Danish? I presume a lot of the people here are Danish. We have 2 Danish teams battling out. That round is a little bit awkward. What's this view model? The view I seen someone put exclamation mark view model. The view model is just the preset 3, but with the second one set to 2, which is like the one that pushes the view out. I think it's Y. I can't remember, and I don't want to bring up the console right now on stream. Oh, Bubsky! How does he almost get a second kill out of that? I have no idea how that works really. AC only alive on 3 health. He gets baited. Completely screwed. One for one. 4v4. Fragsters. Can they find this 4th round at least? That would be nice. That put them in a decent enough position, I suppose. As I said, of course, it was 9-0 at one point to North, so they were really running away with the lead. If Fragsters can find 4 here on the T side, pick up that second pistol, they certainly have a chance to try and actually pull themselves back into this game. Let's see if they can make it work. Of course, they don't have the best weaponry right now to try and get this done. Slowly trying to creep their way around A long. Oh, might actually go through Arch. This could be dangerous. We do see, of course, AZ very low on health. He goes down. And that's even an AK to be retrieved now for Stavin. Refresh is well. Left on the lurk, pounces for one. As actually they bring this back towards the A-bomb site. Nico, if he can hold this one down, it would be absolutely massive. Gets two. He's back in towards mid and spots out Dragonfly as well. Cleans it up all on his own. Takes down 4 players. And it is 12-3 at halftime. North with a spectacular CT side here on Inferno. And going into that next pistol round now, obviously, as is always said, it is going to be a very important round. Without Fragsters probably not really going to be given an opportunity to even get any buys out in this half. By the time they actually got guns out, it would be 15-3 rather. 12-3. So they need this one if they want a lifeline to work with. Mirage, of course, coming up next, which is a very strong map for North. It'll be interesting to see what it's like for this new lineup, though. Of course, no longer having Mirts on the op. MSL at the moment is rocking it. I know Nico can use it as well, kind of. Well, they do have players who can use the op, they just don't really have a primary opper. And here we go, guys. Getting live into the second half. And as we can see, no defuse kit coming in for Fragsters, so it's something I've been seeing a lot more on the CT side of basically all maps on these pistols. Teams seem to just kind of not go for defuse kits quite as often, at least on the level I've been doing a bit of casting of. North at the moment, they have utility onto both MSL and Valde, and it's Dragonfly to get aggressive on Banana and just claim the life of Kirby. Drops back as well and even takes down MSL with a quick one tap. What is that? 2 shots, 2 headshots. As Fragsters get a 5-on-3 early on. That's exactly what they need in this round. As North are actually going to slow this one down. Grouped up over towards Banana, as we can see. This is going to be, of course, their destination. And luckily enough, they do still have those smokes. We've seen AZ actually pick up the smoke off the body of MSL. Wasn't able to get the flashes, of course, only dropping the most expensive bit of utility. But here we go. The execute is going to commence. They're going to make their way in towards B. And Nico actually does open it up. And with Goldsmedden, a.k.a. Dragonfly, being in the CT spawn, I was going to say he shouldn't be able to find much, but he continues to get headshots. Just shoots straight through the smoke. Takes down another player. And now it's all onto AZ. 1 versus 4 as he finds the first, at least. But 3 more players to take down. He's pinned in. And he's going to be pushed on by Stavin, who claims the life. Now it's 12-4. Fragsters, as I said, get themselves a bit of a lifeline here to work with. Bomb plant comes in for North, so they probably will just eco in this round. Oh, there's balloons coming out of bomb. Guessing they added that in the update last night. Speakers are gonna mic is low. Mic is low, is it, guys? I can turn it up a little bit. Hang on. Alright, that should be better, guys. Let me know if you can hear a lot better now, or if it needs to go down. Oh, Bubsky, nice shot. Anti-eco, of course, they should have a very easy cleanup in this round, as it's only AZ. He's also been spotted now, and all 5 players do stay alive for Fragsters. But of course, now is going to be the buy coming in from North, and the question is, did he upgrade off these SMGs and that scout, or did he keep these weaker weapons and go for a little bit of a bonus round, which can be dangerous, especially with this current scoreline. If they lose this one, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. Yeah, sadly I can't actually hear my own mic, guys, so it's a little bit difficult. Mic muted. Funny. Oh, MSL already on 10 health. Not the ideal start coming in from North. Much better. That's good. As I said, they did. Oh, AZ gets the spam onto Torben. He's really not having the best game, is he? 1 to 15 currently. Gets spammed down. And as Refresh tries to get aggressive over towards B, he'll also be dropped alongside Bobski. Or Bubski, rather. Bobski, I believe, is the Swedish player. Only Stavin returns one for Fragsters, but you can see already B going under the control of Nort. And this round is basically over with. I think Stavin may just want to try and save, but I don't know if that's even going to be allowed. Gets himself a quick exit frag onto Kirby. Looking to maybe try and actually go for this one, it seems. This is map 1. As Nort are getting ever so closer to getting themselves the victory. Stavin, I'm very surprised that he's still looking to go for this one. I guess just going to try and do some damage. But no, taken down by Valde. Surprising that he stuck around. I was honestly expecting him to not even make his way up Banana. It was very unlikely he got that win there. And of course he had an 8k. Instead now he has $4,800. If he buys, he only gets the M4, a limited amount of utility. He could have had a much stronger buy. But Fragsters, they still have enough to get the investment out. And this is a round that they do need. They need to get the instant reset in here onto the economy in North. Otherwise, they're going to be forced down to an eco. North will find map point. And map number 1 will be looking to come to an end. And as I said before, of course, this is the map choice of Fragsters. So we were expecting them to have a little bit of a better performance here. As I said, Mirage coming up next. That is going to be a very solid map for North. The only real kind of thing that makes me a little bit worried is, of course, the fact that they have had that roster change. But I still think they're going to be very, very strong. And as you can see, even here on Inferno, looking solid. Bit of damage early on towards Bubski. Not too substantial. Looks to be just a default from North coming in as they split up. Try and get that banana control. Somehow already 2 kills come in. Make that a third. B is completely opened up. That stack towards banana has not worked out at all. And it's Stavin and Torben to try and get some work done now. Stavin going to snatch the life away from Valde at least. But already bomb has been planted. And this time it definitely has to be that save. This round is over with already. It's going to be 14 for North. And Fragsters, either they eco this next round, try and play for overtime, or they force into it and just continue to do so until the game is either over or until they get a round win and can get out actual rifles. Yeah, this is not LAN, this is online. This is the qualifiers. What's up, Manic Monday? There we go. Stavin and Torben able to save at least. No one on North hunts them down. But it's 14 to 5, and as I said, the option for Fragsters is to buy now, try and get the win here and now. If they lose this round, they're going to be working with an even worse buy into this next round, of course, which puts them in a very awkward position. I believe they'll be getting $2,400. Sadly, Panorama UI no longer has the round tracker, but I believe they've already lost 2 in a row, so the third would make it 24. But wouldn't be ideal. They need to try and get this one done. They have the op and the M4 as the main points of fragging. And the SMG and CZs to try and back it up. There we go. Stavin actually does manage to open it up. Torben as well, a player who has been really struggling over on that Fragsters side. He's able to make it work as he takes a player down in towards second mid. I'm going to 5-on-3 early on. Fragsters actually not looking too bad. This is the best they've looked so far on the CT side. And with Kirby also being low. Looks like Fragsters may be able to make this force buy work. Stavin does hang around towards short, and Valde is allowed to just jump straight out of the apartments. Dragonfly on the bomb site as well is going to go down. And suddenly A has fallen under the control of North. This round beginning to unravel. There's one player in the pit, but Torben goes straight down without finding anything else at all. A man advantage now for North. And the bomb has been planted as they're getting ever so close to map point. Going to have to be the 2v3 retake, and doing so without a defuse kit is going to make things very difficult. As I believe Kirby's probably just going to shut this one down from behind. Taking a little bit of a longer route. This could get dangerous. Refresh while blinded. Gets the head of Valde alongside AZ. Incendiary goes down, which is going to make things very awkward for Refresh, of course, not having a defuse kit. Nothing that can be done. No time to get anything, to get the defuse, rather, without a defuse kit. And he begins to back off. Map point for North, 15-5. As I said, $2,400 is what Fragsters find coming into this round to just about scrape out a buy. Yeah, I don't think there's a caster command in the chat, by the way, Manic Monday. Yeah, well played by Valda there as well. Could work with a Molotov to just run down the time, so nothing could be done. Round 5 and 999. Yeah, that's just how ESEA platform works for some reason, their servers. Oh, Stavin dinked to 2 health. Yeah, I guess that just kind of sums up this entire game so far. We've seen people dying without really being able to see anyone at all. Fresh as well takes a lot of the damage. MSL just trying to force the issue. He himself won't be able to do it, but it's Nico to come in and follow it up and find the frag. Kirby as well, as suddenly it's a 4 versus 2. Stavin and Torben again. We've seen them left alone so many times in a clutch situation. This time there's no option for a save, as it looks to be the final round of the map, leaving it all on towards Stavin. A team kill even came in, making things a little bit easier. But still, of course, it's a 1v2. And he has the same amount of health to work with. Easy and Valde. Need to just play this one together to be as safe as possible. Of course, the problem is they don't know exactly where Stavin is. He may be able to catch one player off guard in from the construction, which he does indeed do. And with the bomb still down under his control, this could be very dangerous. The spam through the smoke does so much damage onto Valde, as he's down to 40 health. Stavin looking to try and rotate around. I think his footsteps may actually be heard, though. No? Okay. What way is this going? Yeah, Valde just going to throw a smoke in the CT to try and actually keep Stavin in position. Give himself a bit of time to rotate around to that A-bomb site, get the bomb planted, and position himself before we actually see the rotate coming in. Taking his time a little bit, of course, just trying to clear all these positions, but bomb plant easily going to be put down. And there's a single bullet now that he needs to connect to actually close this map out. Victory of map number 1, the map choice of Fragsters. Just inches away for North. Stavin attempting to try and keep them alive. He's done a good job so far. Has the 2 kills, of course, but Valda hiding in towards the back of the site. Has the advantage of his position not being known, of course, but Stavin makes it work somehow. Gets the spam in through the box. Even with 2 health. Manages to clutch it out 1 versus 3. Basically a 1-on-4, of course. We saw that team kill come in. And Fragsters do keep themselves alive for now. Let's see how long this lasts for, though. Was it just the inevitable being prolonged, or is this the start of a comeback for Fragsters? 9 rounds in a row now is what they need. Stavin. Very aggressive. Could have been awkward, but he does manage to find himself a couple of kills out of it at least. 2v3 actually is immediately the A-bomb site defense completely falls. They did go for that 3-man stack over towards B early on, which is pretty standard. Bubsky going to push through the smoke, sadly into his doom, and Torben may actually do the same. He gets himself 1 onto Valda, but that's all he's allowed, as it's again a 1v1, this time a lot quicker. The final player on charge has been Molotov'd off as well. Nico, of course, making his position more than known. But with that smoke going down, this could be a little bit dangerous. If he creeps around this and onto short, I feel like this is going to happen. Did he spot the final player above the smoke? It's been called by his teammate. And there you have it. Nico with the final kill. Finishes off Refresh. And it's 16-6 in the end. As the map choice of Fragsters, not really going too well for them. They did, of course, pick up one of those pistol rounds. It started off 9-0 for North, so they got a little bit of recovery. But coming on to Mirage now, I think they definitely are going to struggle. I think this is a good position for North to really make sure that they can take this one 2-0. But we are going to go ahead and just take a quick break, guys. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with the next map, which, as I said, will be Mirage, of course. I had to quickly swap it over there because the loading screen started. One of those servers where it doesn't give you very long to swap it over. I'm doing the production and casting, so a little bit difficult while speaking at the same time. But yeah, Mirage up next, if needed. Train, of course, is going to be the decider. But as I said, Mirage, a very solid map for North. If I was going to give this series to Fragsters, I needed to see them pick that up on Inferno there. And I thought it was going to go all the way to Train, and that's where it really could have been a bit of an upset. But going on to Mirage now, North already having that one map lead. I think this could potentially be a 2-0, but we'll find out soon, guys. We are just going to go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be back as soon as the players are ready to get into the action.